So in the last segment, we saw how to use Spark to define various routes for GET requests, including wildcarding. And in this segment, we're going to look at how to use Spark to handle form content. So as you probably know, forms are typically handled with HTTP POST requests. So let's look at a form. I created an application already, and I have it running on port 4567, the default Spark port. And it's a very simple form. The home page presents a set of radio buttons letting you choose your favorite fruit. And the 4 choices are apple, orange, banana, and peach. And then you can submit. And the way the application works, if you submit without selecting, it says, why don't you pick one? And otherwise, if you pick one, it will echo it back to you. So your favorite fruit is orange. So that's the whole application. Now let's go look at the code. So let's look at the template first. This is the free marker template, and it has a title of fruit picker and a single form. The key things to note are the action of the form. So /favorite fruit is the form action, so it's going to send a post request to the /favorite fruit URI, and the method will be post. And it asks what the favorite fruit is, and it iterates through an array called fruits. And since that's not defined in this form, that's going to have to be passed in to the map that we use when we process this template. So for each of the fruits in this list of fruits, we'll create a radio button with name of fruit and the value of fruit. And that is a free marker value, so it's $curly brace fruit and curly brace. And this fruit variable will take on a new value for each iteration through this loop. So we have this list of fruits, and the first time it'll be the first fruit, the second time. So we'll end up with, as we saw before, 4 radio buttons, 1 for each fruit. And finally, we submit the form using input of type submit. So now let's look at the Java code. So in the Java code, we start off with our free marker configuration up top. So we create a new configuration, and then we define our routes. So we have a route for the GET request, which presents the form, so that's /. So here's where we create the map that we're going to pass to this template. It has a single key in the map called fruits, and the value of that key is a list of fruits that we saw before: apple, orange, banana, and peach. And next thing we do is we get the template from the free marker configuration. It was called fruitpicker.ftl. That's the name of the file here. So I get that template. We create a string writer to process the template into, and then finally we process the template, passing the map and the writer, and then we return the writer back to Spark for output. So that's what presents the form to the user that we saw before, and this is the part that's new. This is the piece that handles the form when it's submitted. So the last one was a GET, but this one is a post since we're posting content to the website. So we say spark.post, and the route is /favorite fruit, which aligns with the action in the form, which we see here. And the handle method gets the query param called fruit, which was the name of the parameter defined in the radio buttons. We get the value, and if it wasn't set, we return why don't you pick one. Otherwise, we return your favorite fruit is whatever you chose. So we could have used a free marker template here, and in a real application, we certainly would use a free marker template for everything. But just to keep the example short, I chose in this case to return just a simple string from this particular handler. So let's go back and look at the application once more. We pick banana, and we submit it. Your favorite fruit is banana, and that's the whole application.